Good morning, Fishaholics. Or I should say good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're tuning in. It's a chilly morning here in Islamorada in the Florida Keys, but it is a pretty morning. Look at that sun coming up, and I'm here at Islands of Islamorada, and it's checkout day. Sadly, it's been a fun couple days getting out there. The first day offshore fishing, I went like 5+ miles offshore in the kayak, and it was a little bit of a struggle, but I was exploring new waters. And then our second day yesterday, I stayed inshore, and we had a much more successful day. And it also helped because I caught some really good bait. And I believe checkout is at around 11 a.m. Right now it's 7:12 a.m. And I think we have still like a few hours before we get out and fish. And we're actually gonna make a move a little bit further south to fish this morning, possibly late morning. Right now it's gusting up to like 25 knots, and it's pretty rough here out front, and pretty chilly too. It's only like 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and only by like midday is it going to get up to like the upper 60s, so that's pretty chilly for the Florida Keys. But stay tuned. I already packed up all the gear, and we're gonna make a move to a spot that will be fishable depending on the wind and the weather. So let's get after it. Starting off the day, because of the high winds, I decided to go check out some residential canals for Juvie tarpon. All right, we're gonna start out fishing this residential canal here, and we'll throw this little voodoo shrimp. Look at this key deer right here. What's up, buddy? What's up, baby? Or is that a little buck? How you doing? Let's see if there's any juvenile tarpon out there. I'm not seeing any rolling, but they still could be here. It gets about 20 feet out in the middle of this canal. Right here looks good. Still not seeing any tarpon rolling. All we need is one. And then I'm gonna go to a nearby bridge, and I'm gonna try and catch some little pinfish for bait for when we're in the kayak. I just saw a tarpon roll right on the other side of this tree. Oh, a little snug right here. Ooh, I just saw, oh my God, look at that, all that juvenile tarpon rolling right there. A bunch of them. Oh, we got a little bite. They're really tiny. Probably the smallest juvenile tarpon I've ever seen in here. They look like they might be like 10 inches. Oh, another hit. Oh, another bite. I seriously think they're too small to eat this little shrimp. There they are. They're blitzing. They're blitzing.
I think they're feeding on like little tiny minnows. I just had another bite. Oh God, they're hitting it like crazy. Look how small they are. They're like big herring. They're so tiny. All right, y'all, sadly, no tarpon here, but I did have like 5 or 6 bites, so that's better than no bites at least. And now we're gonna make a slight move and try and catch some bait. Let's do it. All right, this grass right here looks kind of pinfishy. I got some frozen shrimp at Publix, so I threw them in here to thaw out a bit. Let's try cutting them all up into little itty bitty chunks. Perfect bite-sized pieces for pinfish. That wind is whipping. And then I'm just gonna take 2 little pieces like that and thread it on the hook. Oh. I'm getting it, I'm getting bit. Fish on. It looks like a little pinfish. Let's see if we can keep him hooked. Oh, he came off right there, no. Oh, I'm back on. Back on. I got something chasing my pinfish. Something trying to eat my pinfish. Get out of here. Whew, we got one. Let's see if we can get another one. Oh, we're on. Oh, look at the size of that one. That's perfect. No way, guys, I got a houndfish, or like a needlefish. Check this out. Oh, look at that. Crazy. Look at that crazy looking fish. I'm gonna keep them for bait. Once we get in the kayak, it might be good for mutton, snapper, or grouper, but I'll keep them for dead bait. We're on. Oh, I have 2 on right here. Can we get them both? Can we get them? Ah, they're dangling. Woo!
Well, I'll be honest, I had fun catching bait, and eventually I caught around a dozen pinfish. Luckily, after, the wind began to calm down slightly, so then I made a quick move to launch the kayak.
Here we go. All right, it's 2:38 p.m. Man, the day flew by. Let's start out by casting around this little rapala right along these rocks up here. Oh, fish on. No way, what do we got here? Hey, first cast, mangrove snapper. Let's try that again right here. It's the end of the incoming tide and the current's pushing right around this little rocky point. and this is what that mangrove was sitting on. Oh, another bite. Might get lucky and pull a snook out of here. Another one. These little mangroves are how you get a hook in your hand. Let's try something with a single hook. This is the size shrimp I should have had on when I was casting at those little tarpon earlier. Another one. Now we're catching the real giants. Easier to unhook them with just the one little hook though. Another one. Let's try one pinfish here, because why not? I'm gonna hook him just right there in the collar. Then he'll swim down and be all disoriented. I got 60-pound leader on here, so in this clear water we might not get a bite from anything but a grouper. No bites here. We might be able to save this guy. Oh, fish on. That was instant. Is that a little cuda? Oh, for a second I thought maybe it was going to be a slightly bigger mangrove. This guy crushed it though as soon as it hit the water. I've caught snook off this little bush. Is that a snook? That might be a snook. No, just a bigger cuda. Oh my God! Did you see that? He came in the kayak and out of the kayak. Jesus. A little torpedo. This one choked it. There we go. See ya. Those two cudas are destroying this plug. Look how nice it is over here. This is perfect. Let's stand up a little. We might be able to sight fish some fish along here. It's a bunch of parrotfish right there. I thought I saw something moving in there. I wonder if parrotfish are good eating. Comment down below if you guys have ever tried parrotfish. Oh, I got something here. Little yellow jack. God, this is another way to get a hook in your finger. Pretty little fish. If he was a little bigger, I would have kept him. Awesome looking water. Good current, good clarity. If we can see anything out here right now. How cool would it be if we just saw a school of muttons cruising across this flat here? I do have mutton on my mind. It's so nice right here. I'm gonna try pushing out a little ways. It's really super shallow from like here all the way to kind of that next rocky point, and then it starts to drop off again. So we'll like work a big like half circle to that next rocky point. Let's see if we can try and get out into like 15, 16 feet of water. So I found a decent like little humpy looking spot out about a quarter mile. I've never fished it, so I'm just gonna troll to it and we'll try it. I'm already in 9 feet of water, so that didn't take long to get out here into some decent depth where we could potentially run into some yellowtail snapper, mutton, and maybe some bigger cudas, Spanish mackerel, cobia. I really would love to see a cobia out here. Oh, fish on. Found something. It feels heavy, but I think it's foul hooked. Oh, a little blue runner. That'd be a good bait if we were going offshore. Let's try it again. Let's cover some water. Let's try switching to a slightly deeper diving plug. We just hit about 16 feet of water, so I think it'll help to throw out maybe this little Yozuri crankbait. When I see weeds on the surface, I try to stick the rod tip in the water so that it doesn't get on the line and slide all the way to the lure, because then we got to reel up our plug all the way to clean it off. Oh, there he is. Fish on. What's it gonna be? Hopefully it's something other than a blue runner. He's ripping at me. Hey, look at that. We found a mutton. That's a good sign. On the troll. Let's mark that. Kind of right off the edge of this little high spot. If there's one here, there could be more, and potentially a keeper. Pretty fish. Oh, fish on already. Instantly got something here. Something small. Oh, a yellowtail. All right. We're on a snappery spot. Sweet. Let's try it one more time. I want to see if we can get a mutton. That one hit like so quick. Another mutton didn't even have a chance to eat it. And I'm trolling now right around these buoys, and these buoys could be stone crab or lobster traps, and that's a clear indication of a harder bottom generally. Oh, fish on. What's it gonna be? It feels like another little snapper. Oh yeah, there he is. Mutton number 2. It's a pretty one. Ooh, almost got a hook in my finger there. See ya. Sweet. Look at that on the screen. Oh my. That looks like some bait with possibly some fish right underneath it. Let's do a quick little vertical jig drop. That looks like a rock right there. So mutton snapper are known to be really wary, and since we're only in 13 feet of water, maybe by casting 20 yards or so away and then just doing light little jigs above the bottom, we might be able to jig up a mutton without spooking them. There's a fish. Ooh, that looks good right there. That might be structure. We'll mark it. There he is. Fish on. Hey, a little bit better. It's probably 16 inches. Looks like there's more of them down there. Ooh, Ooh, look at that one. That's the one we need to catch. We're gonna give this like 5-10 more minutes, and then we're gonna run in and hit another rocky spot with the live pinfish for, oh, there he was, for hopefully a grouper. Wow, that is a mess of fish. That might all be mutton snapper right there. There's gotta be a keeper in it. 118 incher, that's all we need. There he is. That feels decent. Still not there. Little fatties though. Really fun stuff with light tackle. I'm here in December now, and if you come down in December, generally that's when you get a really good push of mutton snapper in these waters around the Keys. So if you got out here in a kayak or in a small boat with your kids, you could have a blast catching these juvenile muttons all day. And this is a new spot that I literally just found tonight, and that just shows you how many muttons are down here right now. Because if they were really only isolated to particular spots, you wouldn't be able to just blindly come to an area and catch them. I mean, I've caught muttons in a lot of different places. There he is. So I kind of know what to look for, but this is just luck right here. This is a nice one. This might be a keeper if it's a mutton. Oh, no way, look at that. A little red grouper. Sick. These guys, I believe, got to be 20 inches to keep. Let's measure him. He's probably not going to be 20 inches, but it'll be just worth a measure so we know. 17. Sweet. See ya. So cool, guys. I am so pumped about this little bite I just found. Look at that structure right there. That's probably why there's some grouper. If I drop a live pinfish, we might catch a keeper grouper. Or a keeper mutton. Look at that. They're right underneath us. Come on, come on. No bites on that drift. Let's try a live pinfish. You guys think this is gonna work? Let's find out. Oh, look at that mark. Come on. Thump the pinfish. Oh, I just got 8. I think I got 8. Nope. That was weird. Something hit him, and then my pinfish just stopped wiggling. Huh. All right, y'all. Well, we're heading to our next spot. Really cool to find that little area back there. And I can't wait to come back and like really put in some time there with dead bait, live bait, artificials. And it's funny that as soon as we switched to the live pinfish, it seems like the bite just completely shut off and we weren't getting many, anything. We got the gray grunt. That's fishing for you. It's funny how that works. But this next spot, I'm hoping the pinfish will get the job done. Let's get it. First bait in this next and probably final spot here. Let's see if that gets a bite. Huh. Look at that. Something had this bait in his mouth, but I didn't even know it. That bait got destroyed. Oh, I think I just got ate by something here. Oh yeah, I got something. No way! Look at this monster mangrove, monster inshore mangrove. That's so sweet. Let's turn the light on here for you guys. That is a stud inshore mangrove. He is 15 inches. Not bad. He's coming home with us. Check out this dock light here. Oh, a shark just swam right through it. Did you guys see that? Oh, we got one. Oh, God. Look at that, guys. They're all fired up. Little Jack Crevalle. Woo! Jeez. They're popping like crazy. Oh, look at that. All right, folks. Well, I think that is going to be a wrap for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I had a great time filming it for y'all, and it was really cool that we got out for only really 3.5, 4 hours, and we were able to, one, catch a bunch of fish, and two, learn a new spot that I think has a lot of potential. So I can't wait to come back down here to figure out that offshore spot a little more. And if you guys got any questions, definitely comment down below, and I'll put all my tackle and equipment in the description below. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. And like always, live to fish, fish to live.